Okay, this video is for JaclynGlenn, because apparently she likes to challenge the things of God. Well, guess what? I believe in Jesus, and my faith is firm in Him, and I'm going to give you a lot of fuel for your videos, just watching in my videos. Yeah, I'm a little bit crazy, I know. You say not crazy? I say crazy. Crazy for God. Crazy for Jesus. Amen. Now, how's this for a challenge? I'm about to predict the future. And if this happens, when this happens, it's from the Bible. You get out a Bible and you read any version of the Bible, Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. Here's what I proclaim, and I put another video link that I want you to watch and respond to it. Not for right now, but for the future when it happens. Prove this. Refute this. All right. The sixth seal of Revelation chapter 6, verse 12. This is an event that happens in the future. It's also called the day of the Lord. Now, here's what happens. The first thing to happen is an earthquake, an unusual earthquake. And then the sky is turned to darkness, and the moon is turned red like blood. Now, it says the sky turns black like sackcloth made of goat hair. And if you watch my other video that I put a link in here, and I'll put an image on this, you can see how it's pretty clear that it's describing the sky as would look after a nuclear strike. Here's what I'm saying. The Bible clearly predicts a nuclear attack. Now look at the next thing it says is the stars in the sky fell to earth as late figs drop from a tree when shaken by a strong wind. The stars falling from the sky are what's called multiple independent re-entry vehicles. They come down. Now, when a tree is shaken by the wind and it has ripe fruit, a bunch come falling down all at once. That's what this is talking about. You look at the sky, and there's a bunch of missiles coming out of the sky, warheads. That's what this is describing. Now, what happens next? The sky receded like a scroll rolling up. What's that mean? What would cause the sky to recede like a scroll rolling up? That's a mushroom cloud. Now, what happens during a nuclear strike? What would really happen if there was a worldwide nuclear exchange? Well, let's see what happens. Every mountain and island was removed from its place. That means that it moved, even if it only moves a quarter of an inch. This is a worldwide event that will change the face of the earth. Now, here's what happens. What do people do when there's a nuclear strike? It says, the kings of the earth, the princes, the generals, the rich, the mighty, and every slave and free man hid in caves and among the rocks in the mountains. What would cause the military generals of the earth, the rich and the leaders, to hide in caves? And in one translation of the Bible calls it dens of the rocks. These are bomb shelters and fallout shelters. Now, while they're hiding in these caves and dens, they start to call out to God. It's amazing how nobody believes in God as long as life is easy. But when things go crazy, people start to have faith in God. They start to freak out and start to ask the universe, God, whoever's out there that can help, they start asking for help. Now, you might watch this and think it's ridiculous, but the reason I'm targeting you is, one, you get a lot of views. Two, you're the perfect type of person to critique what I'm saying. And three, when it happens, you're going to have to not be an atheist anymore. After the nuclear strike, in Revelation chapter 7, verse 1, it talks of a time of no wind anywhere in the world. So here's what I'm saying. Oh, and also in Amos chapter 5, you got to find the right version of the Bible, but it talks about the day of the Lord. And it says, with a flash, the fortified city is destroyed. Now that's a perfect description of what a nuclear strike is. A nuclear strike really is a flash. The first thing that happens for the longest distance away is the bright flash. After this terrible event, maybe it'll be 6 months after, a year, the mark of the beast will come out. And that is a mark that goes on the right hand, and they will get rid of cash. It will be a cashless society, and that mark will operate very similar to your card that you can swipe, your credit card, your debit card. Might even have Wi-Fi or Bluetooth capability, that when you get within 10 feet of your car, it automatically locks. And when you walk away from your car, when you walk towards your car and get close enough, it unlocks. And when you walk away, it automatically locks. The mark of the beast comes out after the sixth seal of Revelation. So what I'm saying is there's going to be a nuclear strike. I'm predicting the future. There's going to be a nuclear strike. And after that nuclear strike, the mark of the beast is going to come out. But right after the nuclear strike, there's going to be a time of no wind. And then the mark of the beast comes out. Now, if everything I said comes to pass in your lifetime, and one day you find yourself hiding in a bomb shelter or a fallout shelter, terrified about what's going on in the world, and you suddenly remember what I said, and that it's written right here, I challenge you, go ahead and refute this video. I challenge you to do it. I challenge you to heckle and jeer all you want what I'm saying. And I put a link to another video right below where I describe it, but I actually use photographs and a slideshow to demonstrate how clearly the Bible predicts and describes a nuclear exchange that has not yet happened in our lifetime, but as many people are prophesying, predicting, it will happen not too much longer from now. And when it happens, I'm challenging you, Miss JaclynGlenn. Yeah.